Habit 2. Embracing a growth mindset. Definition of the habit. A growth mindset is the fundamental belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. The wealthy consistently view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. This mindset shapes how they approach problems, handle failures, and pursue success. Why it's important. A growth mindset is crucial for building wealth because it enables continuous learning and adaptation in changing markets, helps overcome fear of failure, and encourages calculated risk-taking, builds resilience in the face of setbacks, creates opportunities for innovation and creative problem solving, attracts like-minded individuals and mentors, facilitates personal and professional development, enables the wealthy to stay relevant in evolving industries. Actionable steps. 1. Challenge your fixed mindset thoughts. Replace "I can't" with "I can't yet." View failures as feedback rather than final outcomes. Document lessons learned from every setback. 2. Develop a learning routine. Read at least one book per month in your field. Attend industry conferences or workshops quarterly. Subscribe to relevant podcasts and educational content. Set aside dedicated time each week for skill development. 3. Seek constructive criticism. Ask mentors for honest feedback. Welcome challenging perspectives. Create feedback loops in your projects. Document and implement suggestions for improvement. 4. Practice new skills regularly. Identify key areas for growth in your industry. Create a personal development plan. Set measurable learning goals. Track your progress through journaling. 5. Build a growth-oriented environment. Surround yourself with lifelong learners. Join mastermind groups. Create accountability partnerships. Share your learning journey with others. Real-life examples. 1. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spank. At dinner each night, Sarah's father would ask, "What did you fail at today?" This shaped her growth mindset from an early age. She views failure as not trying, rather than not succeeding. Despite embracing a growth mindset, numerous rejections when starting Spanx, she persisted, learned from each no, and eventually built a billion-dollar company. 2. Elon Musk's learning journey. When starting SpaceX, Musk had no formal background in rocket science. He taught himself by reading textbooks, talking to experts, and asking questions. His famous quote reflects this mindset. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Quotes from successful individuals. The most successful people I know are also the most committed to learning and growing every single day. Tony Robbins. In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. Eric Hoffer. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. Henry Ford. Questions and reflections. 1. Self-assessment questions. What limiting beliefs are currently holding you back? How do you typically respond to failure or criticism? What new skills would significantly impact your success? 2. Action planning. List 3 areas where you need to develop new skills. What resources can you access to facilitate your learning? Who can you learn from in your network? 3. Growth tracking. What have you learned in the past month? How have your failures contributed to your growth? What new challenges can you take on to stretch yourself? 4. Implementation exercise. Create a growth journal with these sections. Weekly learning goals. Challenges faced and lessons learned. Skills developed. Resources discovered. Network connections made. Future learning targets.